Hello guys, welcome to this episode of administrative law. Today we are going to examine yet another ground for judicial review. This ground is known as bias. Simply put, bias is a predetermined tendency to favor one outcome, outlook, or one person against the other. It involves acting partially or acting favorably to one side. So definitely the actors of this bias is actually a public body or a person. The people that most likely use bias use their powers in a biased way, so that they can actuate what they want. So if it's a judge, they will try to use their powers to favor the person that they want. So let me give you some examples of how bias may manifest itself in life. For example, we have a land case whereby a judge, the brother of a judge, is implicated. So in this case, if the judge is the one hearing this matter, it is very likely that the judge will try to favor his brother. In which ways? For example, the judge may be less harsh, or he may overlook some facts, or interpret the law in a way that will create judgments to favor his brother. This is one example of bias. So this bias of the judge, simply he is not objective but rather subjective because of the interests involved. So in bias there are different categories of interests. We talk about some personal. It can be personal interests, whereby the person involved has a stake in the issue. It can also be something as little as the background and the outlook of the person. For example, if someone, for example, is an environmental activist or has a huge environmental background, they may be having a different way of looking at environmental cases in a way. So these outlooks and backgrounds and perspectives and experiences create unique characteristics in individuals that may make them decide a case in a particular manner. So there are also other biases whereby we talk about bias against a subject matter, whereby this the judge may really hate this subject, or they may really love that subject. So this will create inclination towards bias, especially in their rulings. So there is a legal terminology known as saying, or a Latin phrase that goes nemo judex in causa sua. This translated into its English equivalent means no man should be judged in his own cause. This in perspective or in retrospect to bias simply means that if someone is has interest in a case, they should not be allowed to sit or to decide how that case should go. So this simply means if they are given or allowed to sit in that case, they will decide in ways that will create bias. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.